Hey guys, back with another video. It's Mark Johnson here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to really upgrade your review game. So what most people do is with their Shopify stores, their dropshipping stores, they upload like AliExpress reviews. There's this app called Ali Reviews, and once you download it to your app, to your Shopify store, it merges with your Shopify store, and you just copy and paste the link to the AliExpress listing that you want the reviews of, and it imports all those reviews to your Shopify store. That's what most people are doing. But the problem with that is you get these Chinese reviews from all these different countries saying like good thing, on time, happy customer. Like that doesn't make sense to most people, and the photos of just, you know, Chinese packaging, it doesn't look very good. So what you want to do, now that used to work very well. Just having reviews on your site would really up the conversion rate. Now everyone has these reviews on there. So, you know, if you really want to stand out, this is what you have to do. You can still use the same app, Ali Reviews, but what you want to do is customize the reviews to your customers. So how do you do this? You go on your Facebook ads and you break it down, break down the demographic to, say for example, what I'll be showing you is the posture correction brace. When I was selling that, most of the people buying it were between, I think it was like 24 and 35, something, that age range. It was like 70% of the people, and a lot of them were males. So what I did was I imported the Chinese reviews, got like 100 reviews imported there straight off AliExpress, and then you can actually edit the reviews. So a lot of my sales are coming from the United States, so I changed the country of like the first couple reviews all to United States. Then you go on Amazon, get reviews from guys, obviously, because that's the demographic your customers, well, my customers were at the time. So you get those reviews, get genuine like storytelling reviews, like, you know, you can tell when a review is genuine about people explaining, you know, how it's helped them improve their posture, their back pain, whatever your product does for someone. That's the sort of review that you want. You want a big story, a well thought out review that looks genuine, and that will really up the conversion rates. Now, to make it even higher, you want to get photos of, not just a photo of the product sitting on the table or what you get off the AliExpress reviews, which is just a photo of like Chinese packaging and like a product not packaged well at all. You want genuine genuine pictures of people using the product, people, you know, with their faces in it, holding their product. Once a face is behind a review, it makes it seem so much more legitimate. Faces make a big difference. So if you've got faces in your reviews, then it makes a hell of a lot more, it seems a hell of a lot more trustworthy, because there's a face behind this review. And especially if you have like a nice big long story about how it's helped, and you know, a lot of people just aren't going to that much trouble when it comes to the reviews. They're just importing them straight off AliExpress. So that is how you can really stand out with the reviews today. What used to work was just having reviews on your store, just having them. Now what works is really putting some time and effort into the reviews and making them sort of suit the demographic of your customers, and having good quality, not so much good quality photos, but like just photos of people using the product, people showing that it's a real person holding the product, not just a photo of like, you know, Chinese packaging, just the product sitting on the table. People using the product, people holding the product, people enjoying the product. That's the sort of photos you want to have on your reviews. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. Alright guys, so this is what the normal reviews look like after you import them straight from AliExpress. So you've got like these real Chinese looking reviews, like super on time, happy, like it worked great, come quickly, order from seller, I advise, stitch well, the main thing is to choose the right size. Like a lot of this doesn't make sense to your buyers, and it looks a little bit suspicious. Plus the photos are like just of people, like they're just photos of like Chinese packaging, and it just doesn't look very good. So we're going to change that up a bit. Alright guys, so this is your Ali Reviews. This is an app you download onto your Shopify store. It merges with your store and it will show you the products you have on the store. So for this one we have the posture correction brace. And this is just the example I'm using. I'm no longer selling this posture brace. So these is what the reviews look like. They're imported straight from AliExpress, and the way you do that is you just click import reviews, copy and paste the link to the AliExpress listing, and then it will import all the top reviews onto your Shopify store. So you've got all this super on time, I'm happy. It doesn't look very good. What you need to do is you need to check the demographics for the sales that you've been having on your store. So for instance, with this posture corrector, it was I think it was 24 to 34-year-old males. That was 70% of the sales I had. So what we'll do is we'll put on a couple of reviews that are in about that age range. So it'd be say for a name, you'd say John Smith from United States, because you can select what country the review's from, and then you do a review on the product. And the best place to get the reviews, because you want honest reviews that are that seem legitimate, you just go straight onto Amazon. And this is the posture brace here. This is the listing for it. Just a random posture brace, it doesn't matter. Whatever product you're using, the same sort of thing. And here is the gold mine for all the reviews. So you've got all these really good, long, great reviews, and this is just an absolute gold mine. So these are genuine reviews of people with their stories behind it and how it's helped them get through their pain that they were feeling, or their back pain, whatever it happens to be. These are really good reviews, and you want to basically copy that review, go to Ali Reviews, and then what you do is you can edit it. So you press edit on the side, and this is in order how they appear on your Shopify store. So we're just going to edit probably the first 10 reviews, and then you can leave the rest of them, because most people only check the first few reviews. They won't go through the whole 114 reviews. So just edit it and make it United States as country, because that's where most of my sales are coming from. United States. We'll make it a recent review, so we'll go the 10th-3-20. Alright, we'll edit that again. Alright, now we'll copy and paste that Amazon review straight into there. As you can see, big long story, looks very legitimate. It's taken a long time to type out. It's from a person who has bought a brace similar to this. So, and then as for the photos, usually what I like to do is search on Google, or if you've got the product, you can take some photos with your friends holding it, whatever demographic you're trying to suit. That's your most of your customers are that demographic. You want to take photos of people around that age, around that gender, and you want to have photos of them using the product. So for an example here, this photo, I mean, it's okay, it's just a photo of the brace. One thing you don't want to do is have Chinese packaging in the photos, like this one. See, I would delete that that photo. And something like this is really good. Someone actually using it, even if it's a shitty photo, it doesn't matter. If someone using it, especially ones with people's faces in it, because when people see a face behind a review, it makes it seem so much more trustworthy and legitimate. You really want to have a face in the review, because you have no idea how much more trustworthy it seems when there's a face in it. You don't want to have just all people faces holding it, the same sort of shot, because then it looks suspicious. But make sure you have a few faces in there, and a few people actually testing it, people using it, people wearing the product. You don't just want a picture of the Chinese packaging and then a little review saying on time, great thing, from China, review from Malaysia, who knows, in Chinese writing. That's not what you want. So you want to have a lot of United States reviews and United Kingdoms, Australia, Canada. They're the main 4 countries, especially when you're using lookalike audiences. That's where your sales will be coming from. So have those countries. As you can see, it's easy to edit. You just want to edit all of those, and then have photos of people using the product and people holding it with their face in it, because it makes it seem very, very trustworthy then. And that is truly how you bring your review game to the next level. You used to be able to just get away with importing these AliExpress reviews, like any reviews on your Shopify store would be like, oh, this is trustworthy, because a lot of them don't have it, but now everyone's got reviews on their sites. And the ones that stand out are the actual reviews, like that people have pasted in from Amazon, or like genuine stories about people's lives, how it changed them, you know, how the product has helped them, because people can tell if it's bullshit or not. So that's why you want to get the genuine reviews off Amazon and not just write your own like really sort of biased reviews on the product. So get them off Amazon, copy and paste them into there, change the country to the 4 big ones that you usually get your sales from: United States, United Kingdom, Canada and Australia. Have a lot of those reviews, and then probably you only really have to do like the first 10 reviews, and then the rest of them can be the Chinese ones. It doesn't really matter, as long as, you know, there's not too many photos of like Chinese packaging, because you don't want that on there. Again, you're going for like a brand feel, about like you want your Shopify store to feel like a brand, not a cheap Chinese store. Okay, so that's how you bring your review game to the next level. Also, one more tip is going to be, when it comes to reviews, you don't want to only import 5-star reviews. Import a couple of, you know, 4 stars, a couple of 3 stars, a couple of 1 stars, maybe like 1 or 2 1 stars. You know, you still want to have the overall average is like 4.8 stars, but it doesn't seem legitimate if it's all 5 stars, especially if you've got like 1,000 reviews. It's just not a chance. So you want to import a couple of the bad reviews, but make sure when you do, the reviews aren't too bad. Like, you don't want to review, because people can click, they can click the 1 star and then it shows all the 1-star reviews. So that's a problem if people are saying like in the 1 star, oh, didn't receive my product, tried to contact the store, didn't receive any, you know, communication from them, they refused to refund me. Like, you don't want to review like that as a 1 star. For a 1-star review, you could probably edit it and just say took way too long. You know, as long shipping times as it's sort of expected. So you could edit it to something like that. You don't want to have a review saying, you know, that they couldn't get customer support from you or anything like that, because it's going to look terrible on your brand. So remember, don't just import 5-star reviews. Import a couple of the lower reviews as well, but make sure they don't roast your store too much. Okay, so as long as they're not too bad, then you're all sweet. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching this video again. I hope it brought some value to you, and I have an exciting video planned for next week. I am actually going on a cruise, so I'm going to try and film it on there, but we'll see how we go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one.